The easiest red flag to spot with a dismissive avoidant early in dating is often the red flag that people miss the most. Yeah, to look for inconsistencies, or if they're a workaholic, or if they try to avoid deeper conversations. But alcohol is the number one red flag that most people miss when they're dating somebody new. If all of your dates seem to revolve around drinking, if they can't seem to have a good time when they're not drinking, or if they seem kind of stiff and uptight until they've had a few drinks in them, and then they seem more loose and able to express emotions, chances are you're dealing with a dismissive avoidant. Dismissive avoidants often experience something called alexithymia, especially dismissive avoidant men. And what that is the inability to recognize and understand their own emotions, as well as the inability to recognize and understand emotions in others. It comes from a maladaptive coping mechanism that they learned in childhood: emotional suppression. This is a person that wasn't safe to express their emotions in childhood. Their feelings were rejected. They grew up in households where you don't talk about feelings. So what they learned to do is to stuff it and put on a happy face. But that suppression causes them to not even understand what more complex emotions are when they bubble up. Yeah, they know the basic ones like angry and happy, but more nuanced emotions, more complex ones, they have no understanding of it. And they often rely on alcohol to be able to access their emotions at all. Otherwise, it just stuffs it down, and they really can't access them without the booze. Dismissive avoidants frequently are heavy drinkers. As a matter of fact, the majority of dismissive avoidants are heavy drinkers. And even outside of dating context, they often rely on alcohol because alcohol is a method of avoiding. It makes them feel good because it hits the receptors in the brain that really help them feel the happy, good feelings, the dopamine receptors, and it helps distract them from the painful emotions and shame they don't want to feel. They essentially are drinking their sorrows away and allowing themselves to access the more fun, light emotions. So, if you are dating someone and they just seem to orient everything around alcohol, that's a red flag. See if this person is willing to have fun without the booze. See if they can loosen up and express themselves and express their feelings without the booze. It's not uncommon for me to hear that my dismissive avoidant ex would only tell me that they love me when they were drinking. That's because that's the only time they could even allow themselves to express emotions that are beyond the surface level.